Greetings families, welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time, my name is Mami and you are very welcome. Good news from Burkina Faso. Good news for the prisoners in Burkina Faso. The system has been changed and it's good news. Last week or so, I shared a video about the president reforming the prison system and also giving pardon to some of them that have attempted coup long time ago. I think it was 2015, yes. Right now, yesterday there was a news that the president and the cabinet announced that they're going to release 1,200 prisoners free. And according to the previous news, if you haven't listened to it before, their slate will be wiped clean. They won't be having any criminal records because that coup that they have attempted is protect the country, is to, fight for the country. Yes, they must have looked into it very well before they decided to release these people. Apart from that, there are a lot of prisoners that they have pardoned. And according to one of my sources, they are going to use them in the farm. Yes, a clever way. Those who have been given life sentence, it will be reduced to normal prison terms and they will not face life. According to this news, is their traditional way of doing things. Please, I've talked a lot. Listen, families, and I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time.
The Council adopted a bill to revise the Code of Criminal Procedure, which has been adopted in 2019. So to test the application of this code, and above all to bring the provisions of this account into line with the reforms that are already being undertaken in the justice sector to actually get back to the traditional word of justice, which is that cases are dealt with efficiently. Although we have a justice system that truly responds to the interests of Burkina citizens and society, it was necessary to review the Code of Criminal Procedure in order to comply with all the reforms that came into effect on December 30, 2023, with the constitutional revision and all the tests that followed. To effectively accelerate the cost of justice, what really awaits Burkina citizens this modification? This has led to a number of changes in the way prosecutions are conducted, right through to judgment, and in the level of prosecutions. For example, before taking legal action against a person, the public prosecutor will now have to explore alternative mechanisms to prosecution. First of all, he will have to try penal mediation with the intervention of all parties to find out if it is not possible to reconcile the interests of the offender and the victim if there is agreement. Prosecutions are dropped to a second level in the case of legal entities that have committed offences prejudicial to the public purse, and this reform constitutes a judicial agreement in the public interest. In this way, the public prosecutor will be able to determine the full extent of the damage suffered by the public treasury, and ask the legal entity to pay. If it actually recognizes the facts and undertakes not only to pay the duties it owed to the treasury, but also to pay the resulting fines and, of course, to undertake not to retract the facts, the so-called public interest judicial agreement and the prosecution can also stop at these levels. Third level, prosecution, known as composition penale. The public prosecutor can propose a sentence to the person being prosecuted. Community service can be used to discontinue proceedings if the person concerned agrees, and there are effective guarantees that the victim has been disinterested. The public prosecutor also discontinues proceedings, in line with the head of state's vision of avoiding prison and exploring alternative mechanisms. It will also enable us to put an end to prison overcrowding. The aim is to cut off the flow of people who are detained, often for PKDI. The biggest criticism leveled at the justice system is its legendary slowness in bringing cases to trial. But this is also due to the state of the tests. Take criminal cases, for example. It is said that investigation is compulsory. So in this reform, investigation is no longer compulsory in criminal cases. In other words, at the moment of the crime fragment, we'll have the crime fragment. In other words, criminal cases that don't necessarily need to go to trial. You're caught. You've taken part in an assassination or murder, all the elements are there. There's no need to send the case to trial and then wait for years, decades to judge you. You go straight to court and we'll try you at the Court of Appeal level. Did you follow the abolition of the High Court of Justice? To refer the procedure to the ordinary law procedure, the High Court of Justice was in charge of judging. To prosecute offences committed by the head of state and members of the executive. As you can see, since this court has existed, it has never judged a single case. So we thought it would be a good idea, in the constitutional reform of December 30, 2023, to abolish it altogether and refer the procedure back to the procedure. The aim is to ensure that offences committed by members of the executive can also be dealt with swiftly. In this reform, therefore, a specialized criminal charm has been set up within the Court of Appeal, which will inherit all the liabilities of cases currently pending. Among other major innovations, this bill continues to apply to the defense and other courts of justice. The second decree concerns the granting of presidential pardons. It is customary and traditional on January 1 for the head of state to grant pardons to a certain number of convicted persons. This provision is contained in Article 54 of the Constitution and also in the Decree of April 18, 1961. Also in the Law of April 10, 2017, which deals with the prison system in our country. So, in accordance with all these provisions, the right to pardon belongs to the head of state, who exercises it. And so for this year, i.e. as of January 1, 2025, some 1,200 people are concerned, including more than 400 who will have their sentences completely remitted, more than 750 who will have their sentences partially remitted, and 3 who were sentenced to life imprisonment who will have their sentences commuted in prison.
Thank you, families, for listening up to this stage. If I'm one of the family members, I will be jumpy, and I'm sure they will do. They will have a party, they will celebrate. Wow, 9 years in prison, and they are coming home. Above all, they will not have any criminal record. The video is in the channel or on the channel, pardon me. If you want me to link it, I will do that for you to listen to it all before this news. The rest, wow, they are going to be happy. And the way they are going to simplify the system, it means fast, 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 everything will go on quick. We have seen the criminals, the humanitarian criminals that have stolen the money, how they deal with them within a short time, and they are in jail. Well, they gave them 15 days to appeal, so I'm sure next month they will be in jail, definitely. Um, they can't do anything about it. For them to get to this stage, it means definitely they will, I keep saying definitely. I'm sorry, families. Anyway, to me, it's a good news, and I'm so happy for the families of these prisoners. Of course, if you are a criminal, you have to face the justice system. You have to pay for your debt. You have to pay for the bad thing you have done. But if by accident, or if it's something that is something small and the person can pardon you, why not? Our president is for the people, it's not against the people, and he doesn't want others to suffer for nothing. And therefore, that's why they are going to change the system. Anyway, families, I will leave you here. I'm talking too much. I'm just happy for them. God bless you. All credit to Faso 7, my VIPs, my kings and queens, my new members. You are very welcome. Thank you so, so much. God bless you all. God bless you for trusting me and also for supporting me. Thank you. God bless you, my families. I will see you soon. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your holidays. And I pray to God that I will see you all in the new year or before the new year. Yes, 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 yes. Bye bye, families. Bye bye. Thank you.